Muyato. And one of the assignments I believe God is giving you to do for him is that both serving and retired, any PS, that is not working with God fervently and seriously, your mouth should be open unto them in righteousness for their conversion. And God will be using you to help every other person who has been downtrodden and trampled upon in the places you will walk until God lifts you up to another place. Some have offended other bosses and they have bowed their head permanently. God is sending there, there as his arm of his strength, arm of mercy to lift them up again. Don't forget this charge. And finally, like in Galatians chapter 2, verses 8, 9, and 10. Can we have it very quickly? Galatians 2, 8, 9, and 10. For he that wrought effectually in Peter to the apostleship of the circumcision, the same was mighty in me towards the Gentiles. 9, thank you. And when James, Cephas, and John, who seemed to be pillars, perceived the grace that was given unto me, they gave unto me and Barnabas the right hands of fellowship, that we should go to the heathen and they to the circumcision. 10. Only, final charge, man, only they would or desired that we will remember the poor, the same which I was forward to do. Don't know about your guy in life. When God lifts up a man, there's a charge. I remember there was a wedding somewhere and I preached from this verse. Madam, you are now getting married. Mr. Husband, Mr. Bridegroom, you have a wife now. As you go your journey of life, remember the poor. When God has been gracious to you, have shown you mercy, you have gone to school, you have graduated, you are a copper, you are an ex-copper, you have started work, you are promoted, you are this, you are that. What God is saying, as you go in life and as you wake up every day, remember the poor. And like I've said before, don't give the poor, especially beggars, 20 naira, 15 naira, not even 100. Give the poor enough money to eat a good meal. But a day in a day, so give from 200. Now, it's not every time, maybe when you park along Ibarra, they'll come around you. Take Banito 1,000, 18 money mark in the neighborhood of 200 for them to eat. To eat at least a good meal. I have 500 and there are many, I'll say 4 of you or 5 of you, share it. And there have been times I have given a beggar 1,000. One will buy one to you, one week glass. They'll be saying several things. Remember the poor man. If it is possible, give the poor a meal, at least one poor meal to eat per day. Give the poor a full sako. Am I just in life full sako? If you 500 sako, 2 poor people must eat from my purse per day. Remember the poor. Remember the downtrodden. Remember those who do not have anybody to mention their names. What you call 18 came out to the news, came out to the newspaper. Some powerful people went to press buttons. They added some names. There are some people that nobody can. They don't have people to mention their names. Do you want to be made whole? Misfortune here. Started saying, I have no man and mommy. Several people in the ministry, whether from the end you are coming from or the end you are going to, they have no man to help them. They are due for this, due for that, due for this, but they have no man. You are sent from God's kingdom and from God's throne to remember them, the downtrodden, the ill-favored. And ma, please remember the poor. I don't know how God's heart turns to any man that remembers the poor. I want to reiterate it again in this church. Don't give the poor, especially if you are working. And even when you are a student, How many times? Owó tẹ́ fi ń ṣerun. Ó tó tẹ́ bá lọ ṣe Brazilian, èlò Brazilian yẹn ṣe 15 kan àbí 30,000. Ó tó sálárì èlòmíì tó lọ búkà mama put ẹ bá fẹ́ bá 100 síbẹ̀ ẹ fi pọ̀ wọ́n kan sí méjì added pure water. Within all of that within 200 you'll be okay. Ajẹun ayo and tó o bá tẹ wàá rí mi jẹ mọ́ for the day. If none again comes, you say, God, at least I didn't go to the bed with empty stomach. Mommy, whenever you wake up, and any day you see me, whether in the morning or in the afternoon, or you are driving past, just remember the poor, the downtrodden, the ill-favored, the suppressed. And as you do so in your capacity and the help of God, God will continue to lift you up. I prophesy to you, state Kolema Dedro, Apostle Peter. The God that will preach to us, both of you, his apostle and the God, you have made a mistake. There's an error. Rich people, they don't remember us, the aged, the widows, the poor. The only one that is doing us good in this neighborhood. Ni Louis. They said, oh, God, there's an error. And God said, yeah, check. I can get check. Dorcas is home. For what reason? Our Rubo, the aged, the poor, the widows, we are coming in the next winter. Nobody to buy anything for us. We are coming home. Let the poor call you any. Don't punish somebody with food. The punishment you want to give the person must never include food. Because you will compound and increase the crime he will commit if there's no food. Having food, one. Number two, raiment, something to put on their back. Don't change. You have no right to have 3 clothes when somebody does not have the second. Give out of your own. And there are some of us here. The next 2 years, I want to show you space. They're in your wardrobe. They've been there for 3-4 years. So let's go back there and help them. I'll be asking her to step forward with her husband alone. Then let me ask Pastor Felix, please. Pastor Kushimo, Pastor Akibande, and Mrs. Dane. Elba Missouri for one. I she that any reception. It was too noisy for me. So step forward, and I want us to sing this hymn before we go. Take your hymn books, you guys. That hymn. Hymn would mukojade. Yeah, I want us to sing. Show me where. Let's sing it first. Shall we all stand? We'll sing the hymn. They will step forward. Again, verse 1.